Hi everyone, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome to my baby Smaug tutorial from The Hobbit. This tutorial is dedicated to Stephen and Anne Peebles Craig, yay, who are big Hobbit fans. So if anybody else out there is a big Hobbit fan, definitely make this guy. He takes one loom, and then you can show me pictures of him on Facebook or Instagram. See the links in the description. Also make sure you check out the Etsy shop there. Okay, to buy some of my original creations. Okay, so just check the description for the band count, and let's begin. So my loom is in the rectangular configuration. I put 2 bands of the cocoa on each thing here because I started before and I messed up. So just 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Haha. Okay, and I'm gonna put 2 more here, and here, and here as well. Okay. Right, now I'm going to take a white band and I'm going to wrap it around my hook, creating 5 loops. I'm going to double loop a cocoa, pull the white onto it like that, and put that like that. Okay. I'm going to do it again. These are his teeth. Okay, let's do another. Alright, now I'm going to double loop the brown all the way down, or not all the way, almost all the way. Okay. We're going to wrap a band around this peg, creating 4 loops, okay, like that. Now I'm going to double loop the brown across. I'm going to skip this next set and take 2 here and here. Now I'm going to lift up these 2 and these 2. I'm going to take a brown and I'm going to wrap it around my hook, creating 5 loops. Then double loop a brown, pull it on, reclaim those loops, then double loop another, pull that on. Okay, and this I'm going to place right around that peg. Let's make another one for the other side. Actually, you know what? We can actually, hold on. If we pull that off and just replace these, we can actually just put it on top instead of below. Let's do that. No, let's not. Just kidding. I'm going to do this the rest of the video and just keep changing my mind. Just kidding, sorry guys. Leave it that way. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I just realized that by putting it above, like I just did, it just is going to mess up the eye when I do the eye. Okay, so this one goes around here, okay? And you can turn them both so they're facing outward and then replace the loop, the bands like that, okay? Okay, now we're going to make the nostrils. So I'm going to take a brown, I'm going to wrap it around my hook, creating 5 loops. And another. Okay, then I'm going to double loop one. Pull them both onto the double looped one. Push it down on my hook, then take a black and wrap that around my hook, creating 5 loops. Like that. Push that down. And let's make another. It's got big nostrils. Haha. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double loop one. Pull it on, push down, take a black. Like that. So we have 2 nostrils. I'm going to double loop. And I'm going to pull all these onto the double loop. So pull the nostrils onto the double looped band, okay? Then I'm going to place the loops around this peg and this peg. Spread the nostrils apart and take 2 of the 4 bands and pull them over this peg here. And we can actually turn these so they face up like that. Okay? Now, alright, cool. Now I am going to loop. So, go under here, grab the first set and loop up. Grab the next set. Grab this set. Oops. Okay, I'm not going to loop that one up yet because we do need to do the eyes first. Okay, so loop up to here, and then we'll loop up like that, and let's do this side. Okay, now we're going to do the eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an orange. I'm going to wrap it around, that's a bad orange. This is a jelly orange, but it doesn't matter. Wrap it around your hook, creating 4 loops. Then take a jelly yellow if you have it. Do the same thing. If not, just use regular yellow. And then black wrapped around, creating 4 loops, like that. Take 2 loops of the yellow onto the other side of the black. And then take 2 loops of the orange onto the other side of the yellow. Okay. And I'm going to make him look kind of mean. So let's see, if I take a brown band and wrap it around the hook, creating 5 loops, then I want You want to double loop one, pull it on and reclaim, and take another one, pull on and reclaim. Okay. Now, if I take a double looped brown, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it on, pull that thing onto there, but then I want to get the other loops of this onto the other side of the eye, like this. So I'm just pulling the loops over onto the other side, kind of straighten out the eye a little bit. And then what I'm going to do with this double loop band is I'm going to twist it and wrap it over the hook like this. So you kind of get like a mean looking eye type thing. Okay. Roar. Okay, now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to dig down here, loop this up. Then I'm going to grab all of these loops off, and I'm going to pull the eye onto them. So you have to carefully pull on in order all these loops, which is kind of hard. It's a little tricky. Okay. And just do your best to pull them over in order. Okay. Without ripping up the eye, haha, with your fingernails. Okay, and once you've done that successfully, you want to just rewrap those 4 bands around the peg there. But don't miss any, because there's one that I missed right there. Okay, come on. There we go. Rawr. Okay, that's what you want to do. Now we have to do the other eye. Ha 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 ha. So again, an orange wrapped around 4 times. Then the yellow. Then the black. Then take 2 of the yellow loops onto the other side of the black. Then take 2 of the orange loops onto the other side of the yellow. Okay, let's make the mean eyebrow thing. Double loop. Pull the brown on. Reclaim. Double loop again. Pull it on. Reclaim. Now this next double looped one is where we will be pulling on and then bringing it around onto the other side of the eye. Then twisting into a figure 8, putting it back on your hook. Your mean eye. Okay? And now, again, we want to loop up, but then we want to pull off the loops and pull the eye onto them in order. Okay? So first you pull the brown on, then this side of the orange, then this side of the yellow, then all the black, then the other side of the yellow, then the other side of the orange, then the other side of the brown. Don't worry, the rest of him is easy compared to the head. The head is always the most challenging part. Okay, so once we've attached both eyes, what we can do is we're going to lift up the top 2 loops off of this side, grab 2 brown bands and just put them like that, then replace, and then we also want to lift up the top two here. Grab these, loop them over, and replace. Ho 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 ho. Okay, now I'm going to take brown, wrap it around my hook, creating 5 loops. Double loop of brown. Pull it on. Double loop another brown. Pull it on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig down here, and as I loop up these 2 bands, I'm going to pull this on. Okay, like that. Okay. I'm going to do that again for the other side. So another brown. Double loop. Double loop again. Pull on. As you loop these 2 bands, pull this on. Haha. Okay. And now we're going to take a band, wrap around, creating 5 loops, then double loop, then double loop again, then take 3 on and reclaim like that. Okay. This, we're going to loop these 2, and as we loop, we're going to pull that onto there. Roar. Okay. Let's do that again on the other side. Okay, and again as we loop up, okay, let's do the big horns now. So wrap around, creating 5 loops. Then you want to double loop, reclaim, double loop, reclaim, double loop, reclaim, then take 3, then take 3 more. Here's your little baby horns. And as we loop these, we're going to pull those on. Yay! Let's make another. Lots of horns on this guy. Helps make him look fierce. Roar. Okay, now I'm going to loop up this guy, the one I looped up before but then went back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a single brown band, wrap around creating 5 loops, then double loop 1, pull it on, reclaim. As I loop this next set, I'm going to pull that on there. Okay, and let's make another one with a double looped band, and then 3 bands. Okay, pull that on, like that, and this, as we loop up this next set, we'll pull that onto there. Okay, and then just loop up the next one, and we will tie these off. So we're going to tie off these ends with any color. Doesn't matter, okay, because we'll take it off later. Okay. And now gently with your hook you want to lift off his snout. Oh shoot, one of my bands broke. Grr. If it breaks while you take it off, you will have to tie it off somehow. Secure it. Now what we have to do is we have to push up the nostrils so they're up. Okay. This might be the double looped band in between. Oh, it's the cat band. Darn. Figures my cat band breaks of all the bands that could possibly break. So I'm just going to fix that. Of course, now it's not going to look the same, but whatever. Hopefully yours didn't break. If it did, it's, you know, not a huge deal. Alright, and what I'm just going to hide that in here. Just got to tug it tight. Don't want that coming loose. Anyway, unfortunately. Okay, whatever. Sometimes you just gotta deal, I guess. Alright, so. Now we're gonna do the bottom of his head, his lower jaw. Okay? So, again, I'm just gonna take 2 browns at a time. Okay, I'm going to double loop down the center 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a white band, wrap it around my hook, creating 5 loops. Double loop a brown, pull the white onto the brown, and this is going to go right. Oh wait, no it's not. Just kidding. We're not doing it that way. We're just going to double loop. Okay, just double loop the brown down the side. Now his jaw will need to be wired up, obviously, because it flips upward, but once it's wired, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, and the way to help keep the bands from snapping is to actually use your hook and straighten them out with your hook a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to double loop my bands across. And then take 2 here, and 2 here. Okay. I'm going to cap off here again by wrapping a band around, creating 4 loops. Now, we're going to take a cocoa and we're going to wrap it around our hook, creating 5 loops. Double loop a band reclaim, and this is going to go right here. Okay. Do another. Double loop. Pull on. Reclaim. This is going to go here. Okay. We are going to do that again. Double loop, and this we actually want to lift this double looped band to there, undo this one temporarily, and just wrap this around here. And then turn it. Okay, and then we can replace this band and this band. And then we want to take it off the other side because we're going to do the same thing over here. Okay, and let's do another one. Double loop. And place around. Okay, now dig down and grab the top two and loop them. Go back down, grab the next two and loop them. And then the bottom two, which we can loop up to here, and then we're going to add a tongue. So take a black, wrap it 5 times around your hook, take a double looped black, pull it on, take another double looped black, pull it on, take another, pull it on, then we're going to take 2 blacks and a brown, and then 3 browns, like that. And as we loop up this final set, we're going to pull that onto there. Okay? That'll be the tongue. Now here, we want to be very careful as we loop up. Same thing here. And then we want to grab a white band, wrap it around our hook, creating 5 loops. Lift up the top 2 loops here, pull it on, and replace the loops. Do it again on the other side. Ugh, the cat band broke again. Brrr. Why? I'm gonna have to tie that off right now because I guess the cocoa bands are kind of weak. Maybe that's what the problem is. The cocoa bands are the problem. Roar. So ignore what I'm doing unless your cat band broke too. Then you just want to pull a double looped band through all the loops. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip knot it and then just tie it with a C-clip, which I have to go grab. Where are you, C-clip? Okay, my C-clips have this so another bag. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. I'm only putting a C-clip on it now just to hold it so that it doesn't come apart while I'm pulling him off, that's all. Okay, anyway. We want to do that again, so grab another white band, meaning add another tooth, not break apart your cat bands. Okay, and then pull it on and replace. Grab another, put it here. Okay, now, sorry that my cat bands are being so lame. Alright, now you want to take the top of your head, and you're going to take your hook and you want to go through the loops of the eye set. Okay, so you have the 3 sets at the end that are being tied down. The set on the edge, you want to go through the 4 loops right behind the eye, so it's the same bands that the eyes are attached on, but you want to go through the loops. Okay. Okay, once you've gone through them, you want to wrap them around this peg here. And once you've done that, you want to loop up the next set. Okay, we want to do that on the other side too. So find the 4 eye sets. Wrap them around the opposite peg on the other side. Dig down and loop up. Okay. Now as we go, we can slowly undo this. Okay. Very carefully. You don't want any more bands to break. Preferably don't want any to break at all, but we're not going to lift up all the way, just to like about here. Then we want to go through the next set. So the loops in the next set, open them up, all 4 loops, wrap around, loop up. Okay, same thing here. Alright, I'm going to lift him up a tiny bit more. And then we're going to go to the second to last set, which is this guy here. Okay, so go around those loops, wrap them, and then loop up. Okay, same thing here. Second to last set behind the horn. Loop up. Okay, I'm going to tie this off with a different color. So I have yellow here. I'm going to use this random purple for the bottom. Okay, so you have 3 bands tying off the top part of the head and 3 bands tying off the bottom. And then you can gently, carefully lift off and yes, the jaw looks weird because it is not wired. Okay, and the tongue you want to obviously stick through the correct side so it's in the mouth. Okay, the jaw will flip up until you wire it later. Okay. It's pretty cute. And these things are like spiky things popping down on his chin. Alright, so since my cat band broke, I'm going to just fix that area and pull my double looped band. Through here to hide it. If your cat band didn't snap, then you don't even need to do this, obviously. Roar, he's so cool. Okay. Anyways, so there is your head. Aw, he's pretty cute, I think. He's got a big head, but he's cute. Alright, let's do his back legs. Alright. So, I am going to take 2 browns here, and 2 here, then 2 black here, and 2 black here, and here, 2 brown here, 2 black here, 2 brown here, 2 brown here, 2 brown there, and there, oops. Then I'm going to take 3 brown here, then 2 black, 2 brown, 2 black, 2 brown, 2 black, 2 brown, and then a double looped single brown here. I'm going to use caramel as my horizontal bands because I don't have a lot of the cocoa, so I'm using the caramel here. But if you have plenty of cocoa bands or whatever your main body color is, then you can use those as your horizontals, so that's fine. Alright, we're going to make his little foot. So, first I'm going to make his thumb toe. So I'm taking a black, wrapping it around, creating 5 loops. Then I'm double looping a black, pulling it on and reclaiming, double looping a brown, pulling that on and reclaiming. Okay, so that is his thumb toe. Okay, we're just going to push that down. Now we're going to work on his pointer. Okay. I'm only putting 4 toes on the little guy instead of 5. It's up to you if you want to do more. So this is the same as the thumb. Okay. Now I'm going to do the middle finger, which is going to be a little bit longer, not much. Like that. Okay, and then one more toe, the pinky, which is the same size as the thumb and the pointer finger. Okay, now I'm going to double loop another brown, and I'm going to pull these 3 toes onto it, leaving the thumb on the hook. Push it down. Now I'm going to take 2 bands, and I'm going to wrap them around my hook, creating 3 loops with them. Then you want to reclaim the other 2 so it looks like this. Okay, now we want to take a double looped and pull the first part onto it like that, then reclaim. Okay, then we're going to take another double looped, pull that and the thumb on like that, reclaim, and then that's it. Okay, so that is your other foot. Okay. Now this foot we are going to place right around this peg, like that. So the thumb is facing up. And before I forget, we have to make a little knee. So taking a black, wrapping it around, creating 5 loops, and then double looping the brown, pulling that on, and reclaiming, and then just wrapping this around this peg here. Okay, turning it so the knee, so the knob is facing that way. Then we are just going to loom it. Okay. Okay, tying off with random bands. Yay. And then you can even use your hook to bend the leg. So if you stick your hook through some bands and then you tug the other way, you'll kind of bend it. Okay, same thing here. Here's your little leg. Okay, so there's one leg. You need to make a second one. Make it the opposite, and the fact that you want the thumb to be facing the opposite direction. Okay, so you have 2 legs. The thumbs are on the insides. Okay, and the way you can do that is when you attach the foot part onto the loom, you can just attach it so the thumb is facing down instead of up. Okay, that should work, I think. No, it won't. You have to do it symmetrically. Okay. Okay, so he's got his tiny little legs and his big head. Aha. He's so tiny. And then we're gonna do his little wings. Okay, guys? He's so cute. Alright, let's do his wings. The wings we have to do in 4 parts, but it shouldn't take extremely a long time. So I'm using caramel for the inside part, because like I said, I don't have a lot of the cocoa, but you can do the cocoa if you want. But I think this is what it looks like, okay? So if you want to see the veins through it, then make sure you use a lighter color like I am. Okay, so we're going to start. Let's see. Okay. 2 bands here. 2 bands here. 2 here. 2 here. Now I'm going to take a brown and a black here. Now the caramel. 1, 2, 3. and again here, and then like that. Now I'm going to take a brown and a black. Okay, then 2 caramel, then a brown and a black, then 2 caramel, and 2 caramel. Okay, brown and black here. Okay, then the caramel, brown and black, caramel and caramel. Okay, now I'm going to take brown and black here, and brown and black here. Okay, 2 caramel here, brown and black here, 2 caramel here, brown and black here, 2 caramel here, like that. Okay, now I'm going to take I'm going to take 2 caramel, I'm going to put them right across those 2 pegs, then I'm going to double loop a caramel, and I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to double loop another, put it here, double loop another here, another here, and another here. Then I'm going to take, 2 caramel, like that, and 2 like that, 2 like that, 2 like that, and then I'm going to take a double looped one here, and then take 2 and just lay them on like that. Okay, now I'm going to take black, I'm going to wrap around my hook, creating 5 loops, a double loop one, pull it on, reclaim, double loop another, pull it on and reclaim, and this is going to go right around this peg. Okay, we're going to do another. That goes here. Making another. That will go here. And another. Which will go here. Okay, now we are going to start looming this, okay? So first I'm going to go under here. I'm going to grab the 2 caramels and loop them up. Then I'm going to grab the brown and the black here and loop them over. Okay, we want to do the same thing here. Loop up the caramels and loop over. Same thing here. Okay. Alright. Now, I'm going to loop up this column. Oh, wait, no, first I want to loop over these two. Okay, now I want to loop up this column. Loop up over those two bands, loop up over the double looped, not the double looped, the doubles here, the horizontals. And this next one here is where we're looping over the double looped that are wrapped around each of these pegs. But you want to make sure that these go above them, okay? Like that. Alright, so then you're going to take any color, I'm going to just use yellow, tie off your ends here, and just gently pull this off. This is part 1 of 4. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these browns and blacks, or brown and black. I'm going to take a brown and a black, pull them through, and I'm just going to tie a slip knot here over those. Okay? So we will be attaching that to the next portion. Alright, so let's work on the next part. Brown and black. Brown and black, caramel, brown and black here, and here, caramel here, caramel, 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 brown and black, 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 caramel, brown and black, brown and black, caramel, okay, brown and black here, then caramel, then brown and black here, and we're just, we're going to take brown and black and go here, and here, and here. And also here, then caramel, 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 brown and black, then caramel, caramel, caramel. Okay, brown and black here, brown and black here. Alright, and again I'm doing caramel as my horizontals. So I'm putting some there, here, 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 okay. Now we're going to make his little fingernail toe things. So take a black, wrap around your hook, creating 5 loops. Then take a brown, pull the black onto the brown, reclaim, take another brown, pull down. Okay, here's one. This is going to go right here. Turn it so the knob is facing the outside. And we're going to make another one just like that. Okay, now I'm going to take the other part of your wing. We're holding it like this so the black knobs are facing that way. This brown set that we tied off down here is going to go right around here. Like that. Then you're going to take these 2 caramel ones that are sticking out really far, wrap them around here. Okay, then this set of double loops can go there. They're sticking out there. And I'm going to start to loop this. Always loop the top bands first. I can loop all the way up this column. Okay. I can also loop all the way up this column. Okay. And now I'm going to loop up twice here, so here and then the next guy too. There. Okay, and now these next double loops are going to go around there. I'm going to loop up a set, and then I'm going to lift up a little bit. Okay, because we don't want it to be too tight, just a little bit. Then you're going to go through the next set, wrap it, and loop it. Okay, lift up another set. Okay, go through the next set, wrap it, and loop it. Lift up another set. Same thing here, wrap it, loop it. I could have done this on 2 looms to make my life easier and yours, but I know a lot of people only have 1 loom, so I tried to make it easy in that regard. But if you had 2 looms, this would be a lot simpler. Single step, or 2-step instead of 4. Ha ha. Oops, I don't want it to be all crooked. Okay, anyway, I'm going to lift up a little more. Thought I messed up for a second. So scary when you think you mess up. Alright, next set. Wrap around, loop up, and lift off a tiny bit. Okay, we have 2 more. So this one is kind of buried in the beneath the claw, so wrap that one here and loop up, and then just take the last set there, wrap around, and just loop up twice. And I'm going to tie off these here. Okay, we got to extend it a little bit. You can pull off that tying band. Okay. Alright, anyway. Oh, he's gonna be so cute. Okay. Okay, we're taking the caramel. Starting down here, starting right here, we're putting 2 at a time. Okay, now I'm gonna double loop a caramel right here and another here. Then I'm gonna take 2 and just lay them here. Now you're gonna take your wing, okay, you're gonna hold it like this, okay. Go through this first set here and pull off the tie band, okay. Wrap around there. Then you want to go through the next set, pull off that tie band, wrap around this peg. Oops. Try not to miss any loops though. Ah! Okay, I'm going to take the top 2 bands each set, lift them off, take 2 caramels, stretch them across, and then I'm going to take 2 and just lay them right here, and then replace those 2 loops. Now I'm going to take 2 bands here, and 2 bands here, okay? Alright, loop these 2 diagonals, then dig down and loop up this column, and these diagonals, then loop up these guys. And this guy I'm going to tie off with whatever color again. And then we just have a tiny bit left to do on the other side. Alright, so once you pull it off, just pull all those loose bands like that. Alright, now we're just taking a brown and a black each time here. Okay. Go through the first set here and pull off the tying band and attach it here. Go through the next set, pull off the tying band and attach it here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up these two and these two, and I'm going to take the first set of two bands here and bring them across these two bottom pegs. And then I'm going to replace. Okay, and take the next two, wrap around here, up. Take the next two, wrap around there, loop up. I'm going to lift up a tiny bit just so I don't overstretch the bands for the next one. Okay, and just wrap them here. Loop up the rest of the way and tie off these two ends. Yay. And there you have a wing. Okay. So you want to make a second one. I actually made them exactly the same. You can make them opposite, or you make them the same and then just flip them after, which is what I did. Okay. So you have your two wings and your two legs and your head. Now we're going to work on the neck part, okay, the top of the neck. And he's actually not going to be that long either, so, because he's a baby. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate between brown and black. So I'm taking two brown here, two black, two brown. Actually, let's move these down to here. It'll make it easier when we attach the head. Move them to here. Okay? Two black. And you know, before we continue, we actually have to make, there's a little ridge piece for the side of the neck. So stop here. Sorry, I did this in the Snowy Owl too. I stopped randomly, but don't want to forget that. Double loop of black, and another, like that. Then we're going to take one double looped one down here, and there, and here. No, first here, then here. Alright, let's just straighten these out so they're nice and neat looking. Okay. And I'm going to cap off by wrapping a band around, creating 4 loops instead of 5. Let's do 4. Then they won't snap. Alright, and then just take 3 random color bands. I'm just going to use yellow and just tie this off. You're going to need to make 2 of these, 1 for each side of the neck. Okay. Alright, so just 2 of these little things, okay? Need 2. Alright. Now let's finish the neck, anyway. I'm glad I remembered that. Sorry, this tutorial isn't perfect. So again, I'm just rotating. I didn't do this on the adult, but I think it looks pretty cool when he's modeled looking. Like rotating brown and black, I think looks pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to use my hook to gently straighten out some of these that are twisted. Oops. Alright, we got to put on the horizontal, so I'm going to take the caramel and I'm actually going to double loop the first 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then the rest are 2 bands at a time. Okay. So I'm going to take that black thing, okay, and I'm going to attach it the end that's closer to the point here, go through that loop and attach it here. Okay, and then we're going to go through the next one and attach it here. And the next one goes here. Okay, like that. Let's grab the other one. It's going to go on the other side opposite. Okay, so just make sure the pointy part is toward the top. Like that. And you can take these tying bands off if you want to, or you can wait till later. The rest I'm going to wait. Okay. Now you want to take your head, okay, which is all bent up, but you can just wire it. And you want to go through the top 3 bands and attach them to these, okay? So the bottom 3 are a different color, so you know where they are. Okay, so we're attaching the top 3. The head is going to be right side up. Attach the top 3. 1, 2, don't let the other one get in the way. Okay, so they're attached. Okay, his head is right side up. Now, I am going to loop here and here and here here, and same thing on this side. Okay. Now we can make tiny spikes, so we can take black bands, wrap them around your hook, creating 5 loops, then double loop one, pull it on. Okay, and then we can attach them to every other peg as we loop. So one's going to go there, then I'm going to loop twice. 1, 2. Next one's going to go here. These are tricky, these little dudes. Okay. Loop up twice. Okay, and then grab another. You can even, as you loop it up, pull it on. Okay? Because these will all end up like that anyway, see? Do it that way too. Yeah, let's do that for this guy. So if I loop this up and pull it on as I loop, just like that. And loop up once, and then here, pull on another. So you can also make these spikes as you go. You didn't have to make them ahead of time. Right? Here. Okay, now here we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to, as we loop this first set, ooh, at the bottom. Oh my goodness, I get so nervous. Alright, anyway, so I loop that first set, pull one on, okay, loop up twice, okay, just like that, see? And now I'm going to take the 3 random bands and just tie off these ends here. Okay. Roar. Here's his neck. Attached to his head. Beep beep. You can take off the yellow tying bands here. Don't take off the purple ones though. Okay, and we can take them off along here, but don't take off these ones, okay? Very importante. Not take those off. Oh, a little small. Okay, roar. Just like that. Alright, and then I'm going to probably wire my guy up before the next video just so that he looks a little better for you by the end. But that's up to you if you want to do that too or not, okay? Okay, so just go to the next video and we will continue him, okay? Figures this thing. It always does this to me. Alright, go to the next video. I'll see you over there, everyone.